Nothing. Otherwise, it could still remain at that stage. That shoe, that car tire, value addition. People or things gravitate to where they feel valued most. You're here. You have a beloved, for those who are Lyticians. You have girlfriends, boyfriends. 2 days, the young man has not called you. 4 days, the sister has not called. 5 years, your mother hasn't asked of you. But what the question is, why are you asking the A? Why are you saying the A? What it means is that you value, don't you? Come along with me. Don't take for granted people that are close to you at all, and that's what most of you have done. I think I was sharing with you the moments he shared with what? The mother and the father. Soon they are gone. Soon they are what? Gone. All right? You are insecure if you cannot value others. Indeed. And I don't care. I've seen it. I was born and bred here. I went to Sunrise Christian International School, not the high school, the basic school. Call it privilege. But you, the sufferhead we went through, let's not start it. I went to Mauli School. I went to college in the worst college ever in Ghana. Worst in terms of conditions and everything. Dambai College of Education. That is after my dreams of going to the School of Performing Arts failed. Because we had no school fees. Everybody was looking up to, for those of you who went to senior high school with me, Lion, who end up as the best actor or the best journalist ever. I went to college. After that, I came back. I started teaching, of course, one of the best schools, Kabori. They want me. I didn't listen. I went there. I got frustrated teaching the kids. Soon I realized I had to go. I left. I went to do masters. Look, the journey is long. Let's not go there. But my point is that if you cannot add value to others, then you are insecure. And watch this. When I got to Accra, I knew I could do TV or radio because I had heard some, and of course I'll tell you some of them. But people looked at me and asked questions. Where is it coming from? Whose station were you at? What show were you hosting? Are you from City? Are you from Joy? Because I was handed over after a short period of time a morning show to host. But they did not know that the preparation was as tough, as even tougher than for those of them who were in Accra. I'll get to tell you soon. Are you coming along with me? Please do, please do. Give me some few minutes. Who do you value? Ask that question. Who do you value? What makes you feel valued? If you are able to write this down and always question yourself, I'm sure you become a better person. Deep down somewhere you want to be valued, yet you don't value people or the things around you. Ladies and gentlemen, think again. You can't ask for things you can't keep. If you want value, then of course. All right, who knows this man? So after Sir Sam John, I hope you know this one. Who is this man? Okay, so I'll get to tell you about Femi, who is one of the Nigerian billionaires. But he has some stories that a lot of others also have. So in one of the phone interviews, this is what he said. He at a point came to that realization that he had 4 stages of happiness. The first one is where we all are, is to accumulate wealth and what? Means. How many of you want to be rich or wealthy? All of us, like what? What are we struggling for? This was the first idea. This was the first stage of happiness for him. He went through that. The next one, collecting valuables, buying the Lamborghini. For me, I want to live in a 10-bedroom house. I don't like cars. That is why when I took money and bought it, somebody's using it. Because I feel tired driving. So collecting them, 10-bedroom house, building a house for my family, doing a lot of things. He was here as well. Holding 95% of diesel and supply in Nigeria and Africa. Yahuwah. Third stage of happiness. But the last one was when a friend asked him to come along. There's a donation happening. Can you give us 200 wheelchairs? Oh, 200 wheelchairs for somebody who is holding 95% of diesel. My people, watch this. Simple act of kindness. Last stage of happiness. During that, of course, those are not the children. I took the pictures to show them to you. All right? One, after donating, he said they were extremely overjoyed, as though there were picnics happening. I'm sure in his mind, these are just 200 wheelchairs. Chicken change. Do you know the cars the daughters drive or the children drive? What cars? This is one of the kids. I want to remember your face so that when I meet you in heaven, I'll be able to recognize you and say thank you once again. This is the beginning for me. This is how it started. Do you know that gentleman? The one beside me. Okay, you don't. Okay, so his name is Mr. B. Oh, so I'm the one there. This side, the left, your right. That's Mr. Bismate. So growing up in Sunrise, this is what happened to us. In a class where I was, all of us at least were better in the head here. So we could all do. So when it comes to being a school prefect, you are not going to find people like BK or Andrew Sadugu, and I'm sure these people all became school prefects. We were not interested. The flex was rather band boy, flag boy, bell boy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we were chasing. I can assure you, I became all of that. And I am fulfilled. Indeed, in my school at the time, whoever became a school prefect is a bell boy. And not the most intelligent during my batch. So I continued. I went to Mauli school. Of course, I'd never wanted to become any prefect. So this is what I was doing. In third year, forgive me, I had a girlfriend in third year. Be personal key, so we relax. But my girlfriend at the time was the dining hall prefect. Wait, the good news is coming. One of my closest friends was the dining hall prefect himself. So I was controlling the school. And at the time, I did not know, forgive me. I did not know that I had the aura, that when I stand to speak, everybody goes quiet. I didn't know that I had that gift. So the school prefect was in my house. I campaigned against him, but he still became the school prefect. My friend was the assistant school prefect, was in my class. So I hound him. I gave him tough time. When it's our week, for those of you who do that in your school, when it's our week, Wilberforce, I was in Wilberforce house, but of course I ended up sleeping in all the houses. I ended up in Agri house. Forgive me, I was a stubborn boy. But when it's time for the hall, I was the one who controlled the hall, not the school prefect, because I knew what I had, and even my colleagues were afraid. I moved from there, the same arrogance. I wanted to go to the School of Performing Arts. Then I was for the first time humbled in life. Even though I went through a lot of things, I ended up in Dambai College of Education. Look, wait a minute. The story about that, if you like, we'll meet again, I'll tell you about getting to Dambai, all right? But finally I got there. Then again, it came to prefects. They were choosing prefects. I wanted to become the entertainment prefect. People said, what? Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you have? Go for the SRC president. I said, so that people will be hounding me because I knew what I did to people. Long and short, I became the SRC president. I became the press and info secretary, whatever. And then I met this young man. One day, we were talking, we were discussing, debating about what to do as Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana, Volta sector. And so one person got up, we should do this, blah, blah, blah. Me and my boys, we did back. I got up. So everyone was switched to that angle to vote for the project. I got up. You know how I talk. I'm sure you can see by now. I commanded the entire space. Everybody was quiet. Then I heard the theory. I think it's telling the truth. Then they voted again and I won.